Welcome, everybody. We're back with Power Comics after a brief hiatus. We're back, and I apologize for that, but I'm joined here by Ben Mara. Ben, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. Little hungover, but I think Soul Warrior will cure that, like a nice matzo ball soup on a Sunday. And of course, joined by our head researcher, our tireless worker, putting in the overtime hours, Gabriel Ruben Deichel.
Yo! Sorry you're hungover, bud.
It's okay. It's all right. I'm slowly coming back to life, but this
You
first
were
time
just, butt chugging some Lamangelo all night or something.
butt chugging all night. It's actually the first time I really drank, in a couple of months. So kind of went a little off the deep end. But you know what? I think that might be the right state of mind that you want to be in for this next comic. For Soul Warrior.
Sure.
But yeah, so for the past few weeks, I've been tied up a little bit doing this TV show thing that I do. And but that's okay, because now we're coming back online. Power Comics is back full force. So thanks for hanging in there without some power videos for the past few weeks. But this week we're gonna before we get to Soul Warrior, I just want to mention that we're gonna look at this bad mofo. We're gonna look at Six Pack, one of my favorite dollar bin finds of the year. We're gonna be doing this. What's that?
Drop that shit on the table, bro. I can't see it.
Well, they can see it, but you can't see it. So,
I want to see.
But Six Pack, we're going to be looking at here live. So our next live video is going to be this Wednesday, May 19th, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to look at Six Pack, literally one of the coolest freaking things I've found in a long time. So, anyway.
Yeah, and you guys, this is like a legit dollar bin gem. I watched Evan pull this out of the dollar bin.
Yeah.
And, oh boy, both of our cheeks clenched. And, it was a very special moment.
Yeah,
Let's
and
cover that.
well, so how have you both been during this brief power hiatus that we were on?
Oh man, just been edging myself, being ready to just let it loose on Soul Warrior. Yeah, just hibernating, really.
Yeah.
Power hibernating.
And Ben, how about you?
Yeah, really good. Just hanging out. I'm creating some videos for my own YouTube channel, so
That's
look out
awesome.
for those soon. Yeah, and got my first shot of the vaccine here in Canada. So.
Oh, what'd you get?
Yeah.
What'd you get? So then your second one will be in what, 6 months?
Yeah, I got the Pfizer. It's in 3 months. In August. So they're really spacing it out,
Oh my God, you got your power jab. That's good.
Yeah, power jab. So yeah,
Great.
feeling really my immune system is feeling really power.
That's good.
Good.
Yeah.
You had to go to A&W to get a shot.
Oh no. Well,
Yeah.
well, yeah. You gotta get vaccinated and then get your ass down here so we can do one of these things all in the same room.
Oh, that'd be
Bro,
amazing.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. You just dropped a power load there. Okay,
Yeah,
here we go.
I didn't even think of that as a possibility. But, wow. Yeah, amazing.
My God.
Oh no. Okay, here we go. So today we're looking at Soul Warrior. Oh my God, you guys. Well, we have looked so far at 2 Modern Night comics. One being the Dazzling Daznor, which still ranks very, very, very high for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
just kind of quintessential in many ways. And he also, Modern Night is also responsible for Dreamkeep, which we also looked at a while back on the YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you haven't seen this, you got to go back and look at Daznor because it's just one of the most amazing storylines, the art, everything. It's just a 5 out of 5. It's a guaranteed Hall of Famer here at Power Comics. It is the best.
And Modern Night has a ton of special little ads for other Power Comics that may or may not be in existence, but I know for a fact there is one. I know that Lava Knight by Modern Night is in was produced. We haven't gotten our hands on it. Would love to to touch it
Yeah.
and read it.
Lava Knight
Feel
has
it.
been very elusive to us. I don't know if anyone here is listening. Sometimes there's definitely some power creepers out there who have these things that we do not have.
Mhm.
And if you do have, get in touch, please. We need Lava Knight. But anyway, Soul Warrior kind of completes the trifecta, if you will, of the Modern Knight canon that we've been looking at here as of recent. And man, I don't know. I kind of slept on this one a little bit in compared to the other ones, but this is amazing. I don't know what did you guys looked at it again recently. What were your impressions of looking back at Soul Warrior?
I loved it. Number one, the art is amazing. I love like the tone of the dialogue or the internal monologue that the main character has is like really fantastic. It kind of hits like the right amount of like drama, right amount of like obnoxiousness. I don't know. It's just like his voice, his character's voice is really satisfying in like a lot of ways, and it works on the level of like, you know, you can tell that the writer is really proud of the writing that they're doing, you know, while you're reading it. So I don't know. It has it's just a lot, very satisfying.
You know, one of the things too about it is like I think Modern Knight is one of the more confident power publishers. There is a lot of confidence within all the folks involved in this company or on this staff. You know, this has got a very talented power staff. And this in particular, it's like you could tell that they're fucking excited by this idea that they've come up with. You know, and
it might be my favorite Modern Knight superhero concoction. I mean, I love Daznor, but he's kind of a doofus. And,
I see what you mean.
You know, Dreamkeep had a couple, you know, forgettable characters. Dreamkeep, the idea is extraordinary in the art.
Best concept.
But Soul Warrior is a great, hilarious power concept for a superhero.
Soul Warrior would almost make the best like 80s movie out of the bunch, maybe. You know? Like
definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
So farty. Yeah.
So
I could totally see this as a movie.
Like total like a
the way
like a hard ticket to Hawaii kind of thing.
Yeah. We'll get into it, but the way they would try, that's really what I was thinking about when I was rereading it. Like, how would you try to interpret this concept of a superhero who's embodied by different
people from the past? Well, that's what I was going to say.
Rapists and monsters. But like, how would they do that? How would you even? It's such a funny idea. I love it so much.
I was just gonna say, it's like, you know, I've been trying to doodle my own comics recently, just trying to mess around. And you sit down and you try to come up with like a power concept, and you really can't. Like it's hard. Like this is such a perfect power concept, you know, of like, here's a superhero that's being inhabited by, you know, like historical figures, you know. It's just like so dumb, but like so perfect for that this genre that we have created a YouTube channel around.
Yeah, exactly.
And the other thing I just wanted to point out too before we crack it open is this is the most fucking just brutal tease issue, because I think you get 4. Yeah. You are taunted and teased with 4 different, from what we assumed, different Modern Knight offerings that never made print, which is that's just not cool.
It is not cool.
It's not cool.
Good point. I didn't even think about that, but yeah. I mean, that's unbelievable. Usually it's 1 or 2 at the most, but
4.
This is like
I think 4 or 5, might be 5 actually.
Another way that Modern Knight is so confident in themselves.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
Show us the never to be produced stuff.
The very enthusiastic bunch over there at Modern Knight. So anyway, let's do it. Let's first off, let's talk about the cover, as we always should. First, you know, I got to be honest, it's my least favorite cover of the triptych that we've looked at. And at first glance, I could see quite easily being like, no, this is teetering on that sort of anthropomorphic / elven like shit that I can't do. You guys, what do you think? Am I wrong?
You're talking shit, my friend.
Yeah.
No, I mean I agree. Out of the three, it's hard to compare them because they're such incredible. I mean, Dreamkeep is one of the best covers of all time, Daznor.
Yeah.
But I mean, on its own, this to me is it stands alone as a great power comic cover, and it's just perfectly
What?
mediocre in the best way, but it also has that amazing the title, and the graphics of the story. I mean, it's got all that great. When I found this again, I was like, I don't even know that I put together that it was Modern Night. I was like, oh, yep, that's going in the library for sure.
But Ben, and maybe you agree that I think this cover undersells how good the inside is.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah,
I like the inking style. I think it's got like this Kevin Eastman kind of like kind of heavy-handed inking.
Very much.
That really speaks to me. But what's weird to me is just I like the overall concept of like the shadowy figures, their point of view.
Yeah.
Cornering
Guns.
this guy. But like Soul Warrior himself doesn't look like he has a torso. I know he's just like leaning forward. It looks like his legs are like stemming from his rib cage. And then the two souls of Samson and Genghis Khan, their feet kind of align with his arms.
They're playing footsie, bro.
But not only that, just like they're kind of confusing like his arm and sword forms too. They all kind of have like that same diagonal vector, and it just is a weird how everything is centered on this really confusing sort of element of
You're right.
hodgepodge. It doesn't really make much sense.
And there's like little mice. Little mice.
Yeah. And he gives up again perfectly. He just gives up on the background. He just makes a window with like wood slapped to it, and then
I would do
like
that.
The home improvement fence that Wilson's gonna peek over.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Agree. Totally agree.
But with all these complaints, and I feel like I complain about like these sort of like fundamental art problems, but these are the things that I actually love about power comics. So I don't want to like 100%. Come off as being like a negative, because this is this is what I buy my ticket for. Like,
exactly.
This is what I want.
Like, look at all these beautiful muscle curdlies that are stuffled in this little cusp here.
I think kind of going towards what Ben was saying about like, kind of trying to cop, like Kevin Eastman style or some of these other contemporaries. What was this, 93? Do you even know? Or
no, we're gonna
earlier?
Look. We're gonna look. I don't remember. Okay. Should we look?
But it's that thing. Well, it's that thing of like, the obsession of like the shaded muscle silhouettes, but not really knowing anatomy enough to do it in the correct way, where everything is super flat and it just makes him look like a stubby tree trunk guy. But like, if he was a little bit more adept at, anatomical rendering, it would make sense. But he's just like, I love that idea, but But anyway, let's crack her open.
Okay. All right. Okay. Of course, we are greeted by the wonderful Modern Night logo insignia. Obviously, just again, one of the best. And then we're on this one, we're added a new era begins, which is kind of cool. Nice power font there.
Yes, dude. Tony Lorenz, make us T-shirts of that logo right now.
Modern Night shirts. Oh, we should get
those
Modern Night shirts. Those
are dope. Look at that. That's the best logo ever, man.
So sick.
It really
I think
is.
you could actually turn that into a shirt really easily.
Easy,
high res enough. Yeah.
Totally.
With like a new era begins at like your waistline at the bottom of the T-shirt, like really big,
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, these guys are just doing it right. They're just doing it right. Looking at the year here, 1991. We're talking about here.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, I think my autofocus is
We're
on.
talking Terminator 2. We're talking Milo and Otis. We're talking Throw Mama from a Train.
Yeah.
I didn't even know any of those.
Oh my god. All right. So, New York City, 1991. Here, got to start at the docks. Definitely got to start at the docks with Soul Warrior. Very Tony Lorenzian profile here, guys. I don't know if you're feeling that with the cheek muscles.
Yeah.
But love the look of this guy here.
Power cheek for sure.
Yeah, Andrew Dice Clay. And then he gets his mouth gets cupped and it's glick.
He gets glicked.
He gets glicked. And and then of course we see from the ceiling, which I love, is the throwing star in the foreground. And you know what, guys? I think a big Power Comics defining thing is throwing star as like a sniper, like sniping with a throwing star is pretty amazing. That's Power Comics, impractical and amazing, right?
That's like some American Ninja, like Canon Films type
exactly
stuff. Yeah,
exactly like what we were talking about. So throwing star snipe here, which is great.
Well, hang on, was that a double hit with the throwing star? Is that what I'm?
No, that's a railing.
Here? Okay. No. Well, he's throwing it. Is he hitting both of those guys there?
Yeah. I think he throws 2 stars probably.
Oh, he does. He throws 2. Okay.
I'm suspending my belief for that one. I'm not sure. But okay. Anyway, some number of throwing stars gets sniped downwards, and then it's amazing. Kind of a throwback to that John Tar 1 crash down too here. But
yes, that top panel is kind of giving me some Ben Mara vibes there, dude.
Ooh.
Right on.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good gleam. That's a good sword gleam
right there. Yeah, I mean, I always love the metal rendering. Yeah, you definitely want to have that that flash of metallic. Gleamingness.
It's amazing. And then this, obviously, obviously you're supposed to look here, but I'm looking here.
Yeah, that's a power base.
Yeah, I know. What? Very Mike Judge, almost like Mike Judge onlooker. Yeah,
oh man, I love Mike Judge.
Me too. Just the best of all time.
So many mullets.
The GOAT.
There are so many mullets in Power Comics. It's really.
It's perfect.
It seems like it'd be a joke, but it's like 70% of the characters.
Well, that's because they're like drawing their friends, when they come over. Yeah, I mean, just amazing, right? Like, awesome. Like, great 1-2 punch there. And then, of course, we have the awkwardly sized splash page. I don't know if anyone's feeling what's up with that.
I mean, I love it, but it is weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make much sense. Yeah, the guys, I guess they're supposed to be, at a further distance away, but they just sort of look like miniature people.
Yeah, he's got some weird panel play, we'll call it. Even with that other panel, it's like 2 overlapping ones, and then this one, why is that bottom one weirdly wider by a small margin than the larger one? Yeah, it is a very awkward sort of thing. But what a great page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude here is fantastic, even though he's like 2 feet tall.
Yeah, he is fighting those WCW stuffed toys,
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
It's a very WCW comic. Sorry, what were you saying, Ben?
That's just a page I would love to own and put on my wall.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of good stuff going on there.
This guy here is great. Like, I love people just this is like exactly what I would draw too, or try to draw, is like this guy who's 2 feet tall, standing behind you, shooting you in the arm, standing right behind you, shooting you in the shoulder. Like, you don't think about where they're shooting you,
Yeah.
It's amazing.
This is so.
And
the more you look at this page, I was just looking at that guy. The
very
more you look at
disorienting.
it, the more. It's like a Renaissance painting before they had figured out perspective in medieval art. They were making this.
Is that coming in sharp there? Is it?
It's trying to find it.
Yeah.
I don't
there
know
you
why
go.
Autofocus is off. It's just, it's being stupid.
Oh, you got to download
camera.
the Power Focus software for it.
I know, Power Focus, but it's fine here now, right? You guys can see that?
That's perfect. Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
great.
Yeah, amazing page, awesome. Love everything about it. My
So-
name is Jin. What?
So we got Todd Wade. I just want to keep in mind Todd Wade is our artist.
Todd Wade, the most mullet
And
name of all
creator.
time.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is,
Todd Wade. Nice to meet
that's
ya.
great.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
yeah.
so good.
I can picture Todd Wade carrying around his portfolio, huffing it around town. My name is Jin. I'm a warrior born. If anyone knows what that means, I don't. Is he
Born
means
warrior.
I'm a born warrior? Is that what he meant?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's
like
a mystical title.
I'm
for a superhero.
I'm warrior born. Didn't need I'm a warrior born. But anyway, and then Sherry Babcock did the lettering, guys. I think that
Mm.
there's a little love going on between Aaron and Sherry. I think they are married or together. They're yeah. Like I think they're pretty much ride or die with Modern Night.
And
That's what
again,
I'm-
yeah,
that's what I'm picking
we
up.
got Aaron Cantwell in the credits here. We know Aaron
Yeah.
is the
Yeah, Mastermind.
brain power behind
Yeah.
Modern Night here.
Yeah, he's the soul of Soul Warrior.
It really is.
So awesome, love it. I mean, any power comic, most power comics should open in the docks, and I'm glad this one does, and it fucking delivers. Yeah. So okay, and this is fucking just great. So I'm on a mission of vengeance. Hello, this bizarrely hooded He-Man. What's that character? Orko Ninja. And having the time of my life. Wow. This face.
I know, really establishing that Soul Warrior is the
Cocky.
most off-putting, terrifying-looking main character. That's so scary.
I know.
I'm grossed
Juggernaut.
out by Soul Warrior.
Yeah.
Juggernaut, sure.
Very
Yeah.
crazy. And then frog, in melty cheese
good.
letters. Yeah.
Melty bubble letters. Yep.
Yeah. And then, this is amazing. Just stabbing this dude. Yeah. I don't really know at this point. Is he a hero? I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know. He's I don't know.
Anti-hero.
Anti-hero.
Loving it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Because the arrogance. Very arrogant.
Yeah.
And then, is this a butt or someone's back?
Back.
I often find myself having to
a
squint
hump.
to find out if it's a
He's a
butt
hump.
or a back in these
He's
comics.
He's like a Quasimodo humpback.
Yeah,
Two.
right. Yeah,
That is insane.
that is insane. It's like a bursting butt. All right, this is amazing because Bianco. This is the best. Bianco is going to have to come up with better men than this to stop me. It won't work though. He can't stop me. That's the
Yeah.
amazing dialogue.
Yes.
Oh, it'd be so great to make this into a movie with like James Belushi and have him read this. Because it would be him in it.
Yeah.
Bianco. All right, so he can't stop me. No one can. Okay, so this is like establishing a pretty reckless sort of To Live and Die in LA style protagonist here.
Yeah.
Like he's on a train that he can't get off. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm not doing this alone. And then that's when I'm thinking, okay, so this is gonna be like, I don't know, he's gonna have like a faction or some like, sidekick or some kind, or what's going on? I have friends. And then Samson, I need you. And that's when
Oh boy.
shit gets crazy because Samson is inside him.
Mhm.
Which is what's fucking awesome about Modern Night, man. Just they're just
Samson
always.
enters him, right?
Is he entering
Or
him
is
or
he all-
like coming out of him?
Oh,
To be
can't
like,
tell.
hello? I think he's like kind of like
God.
easing out of him to be like, I'm here, don't worry, Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
he's
That's
Farting out of him.
Yeah. I think that's the way I read it too. But then later he says like
Like, I mean, come on.
you gotta leave.
Yeah,
And
look,
then-
as one leaves, another enters. God,
Yeah.
this
God.
is the best.
This is insane. This is
great.
really special comic. Okay.
Yes.
So, all right. So here's I'm here. Don't worry. Samson, at once, my friend. What is this in this stupid little drawing? Okay.
Is that-
It looks like that
Yeah,
Looney
what the
Tunes
fuck
thing.
is that? Yeah, I was gonna say.
So weird. So weird.
The
This
Martian.
yeah, exactly, the Martian. This is insane down here, guys. I don't know what's happening. But and this is a good way to describe it actually. Well, not really, but calling it a wraith-like form. Okay, I get that. That's tracking for me. But then he uses the adjective steals into the Soul Warrior's body. Steals into.
I think it means like,
What does that mean?
Stealthily or just,
Yeah.
kind of like furtively,
But he's still yielding to him, right?
Yeah, it doesn't it's not a great word selection.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So a wraith-like form steals into the Soul Warrior's body, filling it with the legendary strength of Samson.
Dude.
That is crazy. So now he's moving these blocks around, and these guys just are perfectly and powerfully drawn down here in just the best way possible. Right. And then he says, Soul Warrior says, that should be the last of Bianco's men. Bianco's men. Samson, send me Genghis Khan. Okay, so now he wants Samson to get the fuck out of him. Get the fuck out of me, Samson. Which is insane. As one spirit leaves, so does another. So now he's being entered by Genghis Khan, which is now.
I love that, it hurts too. That's what I'm getting from it.
Yeah.
And it's just like these are the types of power concepts that are just. I don't know how you write them. I don't know how you write it. I really don't.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, like you have to be in a lukewarm bathtub for like 8 hours before you come up with this. Poor Samson, no stomach. Oh God, I'm sorry. Poor Samson, no stomach. Has he for such as we must now do? Guys,
no stomach.
What did I just read?
For such. Oh my God.
I think he's trying to make Genghis Khan sound oldie timey, but
poor Samson, no stomach. Has he for such as we must now do? I don't know what that means,
exactly.
All right, lay off him, Khan. Sam's a good man. I love these. These people must think he's insane. I have no great liking for this idea of yours myself. A good one it was. A message you must leave, that your enemies will know you, fear you. Okay, thanks, Khan.
Ooh.
Great. We're underselling this. This is tattoo worthy.
That is, yeah. When I saw that drawing, I was like,
so
this
special.
comic is,
I'm
into this.
Yeah, if you guys all want to share this tattoo with me, I'll be down.
Where do we get it? Like the side of our head?
Like a Mike Tyson tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Amazing. All right. Oh, God damn you. God fucking damn you.
We've seen so many ads for Ice Storm that it's hard to believe that Ice Storm isn't out there. It's in every single one of them.
Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Coming in December. Sorry, go ahead.
My theory is that Aaron wrote all these up,
and
then the artists just
failed.
Yeah, I think they just couldn't finish, and but they had enough art that they could sell it. It was like they're getting started, but then it's just never delivered. But I do like to believe that some of these do exist, but are just beyond our reach.
Yeah.
Or the knowledge of the internet.
Or, yes, that for sure. Or is it that when you are producing comics on this indie of a level, are you trying to show distributors that, you're going to have 4 or 5 more characters and titles and things, and so push my shit, And
by a distributor, you mean Grandpa Cantwell?
No, I'm sure this is distributed by.
No, I know. It's a decent run. I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a bunch of distributors around that time that were.
That's why we're here today.
Yeah, that served these kind of publishers. Unfortunately, they didn't survive the distributor wars of the 90s.
Right. But Ice Storm, guys. I mean, come on. Born of the cosmic energies that formed the universe. Look out, Houston. I love that. Look out, Houston. I love how just it's always so geographically specific and
so localized to some.
So localized, but it's
some weird town.
But maybe that's also bizarre distribution strategy. let's give Houston like a hero, and maybe it'll sell really well in Houston. You know, who knows? Maybe the fucking, you know, the fucking Astros will take it on as the fucking mascot or some shit. I don't know.
I think Aaron was just like, where's a hot place that Ice Storm would be really good in?
That's funny.
You're reading a little too much.
All right. But I'm not actually, because we're going to get to, at the end of this comic, Aaron spells out his master plans for Modern Night in the afterword letter. And I think I'm right and you're not, Soul. Soul. Oh, this is great.
Ooh.
This is where we're here.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite pages of the comic.
Yeah,
Oh, totally. Let's get it over with, Khan. So let's murder all these people. So you're still very bizarre alignment here. Soul Warrior has. Unknown to the Soul Warrior, a dark and sinister figure sits in the shadows and watches. Awesome, right?
Yes, that's a great drawing.
Mm-hmm.
All around, I love the drawing top left.
Mm-hmm.
I love the drawing top right. I love every single panel is like a
great
home run to me.
This is an awesome comic. When the demon has seen enough, it melts into the shadows.
Nice.
And is gone. Great. Oh, guys. If we ever do a top 10 power trench coats, this might be number 1 or 2.
Yeah.
This is the most amazing potato chip husk I've ever seen. This man lives in this coat.
It's a good power layer too.
Wow.
God, this page is actually maybe my favorite page, because first off, looking at this building the first time, I actually thought this was like a Xerox machine in an office.
Yeah. I thought it was like a melty Hershey's bar on a desk.
So great.
But like this is a counter, and this is like, you know, like we're in a room, and like
Right.
it's so crazy. But that's
So
supposed to be a building. It's amazing. God, it's so good. Yeah, and like this is like some sort of air conditioner or something. All right. Next day, in an executive high-rise on Madison Avenue. I want to know who did this. This is awesome. Another power comic thing. You have to have the mystery boss slamming his hand down.
Always love the mystery boss. Yeah.
Mystery boss is great. A heart. They mailed me a fucking heart. Cool. And I don't exactly. You don't really see the heart, do we? It's implied that they mailed him a fucking heart. Is that what's going on?
Well, because he said he was going to send him a message.
I see. You're right.
God, that trench, baby.
This trench is insane. This whole thing is just one.
Gives Dean Dolchek's smuggling potatoes trench a run for its money.
It really does. Yeah, a run for its smuggle. We believe it to be the priests, sir. Okay, we don't know who the priests are yet, but we'll find out. No. The priests have always preferred to remain in the shadows, although no less ruthless. They tend to be somewhat more conservative in their approach. And what does this mean? And then we see the written in blood, SW, obviously for Soul Warrior. We don't know, sir. And then and this is great too. This is an awesome page. Update me every 12 hours. So every 12 hours, please update me, Mr. Colby. I want you to handle this personally. Find out who and what this SW means. And then this homeboy over here, Mr. Matheson, I want double security on all of our facilities, triple on our priority ventures. The next time this SW shows himself, I want him. Do not disappoint me, gentlemen. Amazing. And then here's where we see now a transition into the great inner monologue of SW. Is that right on the money here?
Yeah.
And I love this too. So here's where Soul Warrior lives in Manhattan, which is this amazing deck here. But it's so funny how every inner monologue, like describing something like this in one of these comics, is always like so similar candor to this. This is where I hang my helmet. Pretty fancy, even by New York standards. It always is that. Where does that come from?
I know.
Like
even like modern comics
have that.
Yeah, they do.
What is
writers,
that? The snide, cocky.
Puby
Puby.
teen sort of logic.
It's weird.
Like-
Yeah, I hate it, but I love it in Power Comics.
Yeah, but it still does exist today, right? Like,
Yeah, you can still find it in like any Marvel or DC comic.
Weird.
They kind of have this weird kind of
yeah,
this weird tonal problem where it's I think it's like the writer's voice just kind of coming through.
it's just holdover from
Mhm.
Yeah.
cocky snide puby
Yeah.
snide. So Dad doesn't care much for my standard of living. Says it reminds him of when Judea, chief of priests, owned him. What? Before I was born. What the fuck?
Okay.
This
sure.
exposition is like, who are you talking to? Before he was murdered. Okay, so all right, Judea, chief of priests, owned him. Okay, and then killed him. All right. All right. Now inside the bachelor swank pad here of Soul Warrior.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
this,
We're gonna get to this
when,
dizzying maze
yeah,
of a
I was
fucking...
gonna say when we talk about doing a best
Layers.
layer, this is the
Yeah.
one that comes to mind for me. This is-
yeah.
I want this panel more than anything.
I
It's
know.
incredible.
It really is. Yeah. With like, is this supposed to be a hot tub in the center here, or like his?
I thought it was like a Korean barbecue pit or something in the floor. You know,
Yeah.
Kobe beef. All right.
keep going though.
So-
This is great.
Yeah. So okay. All right. Now we got some racist stuff in here. Can't have a power comic without something being racist. Choi Fong will be waiting up for me. I swear that old Oriental never sleeps. Jesus Christ.
Man.
And then he says, "Lucy, I'm home." So this guy sucks. Yeah. And how did you fare, son of my heart, on your first night? Wonderful. Victor Bianco's men were no trouble at all. Amazing. He's taking off his helmet here. We get a first chance look here at Mr. SW. Overconfidence, young lion, is your greatest enemy. No shit. The next time may prove more difficult. And then, as he says, as he's beautifully splaying out his newly formed breasts here in this
Mhm.
panel down here. Jesus Christ, that's explicit.
Yeah.
God. Triple X comic
Very
here.
weird.
Yeah.
The nipples are just slightly off, so they look more like implanted
Yeah.
boobs than they do like a nice pack. The nipples should be a little further, or higher up, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, anatomy.
Yeah. But
Do this.
wouldn't have it any other way.
No way.
There is much about your powers you have yet to learn, let alone Master Jin. Okay. You are tougher than any enemy I can imagine. I'm not worried, old duffer. He keeps calling him old duffer, too, which I don't know. Is that some racist thing? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I have you to teach me. Then your imagination is limited. Yeah. So this guy's just a little bitch boy.
He's
and-
like a spoiled billionaire sociopath.
Yeah.
The scariest face I've ever seen. He really is a nightmare.
Yeah, maybe he's also like schizophrenic too. Maybe the
Ooh,
harsh
good
the,
call.
the harsh reveal is that Genghis Khan is no one's
okay.
inhabiting this man. He's just a fucking
This
lunatic.
is all in his head, and he just killed a bunch of people on like the
Yeah.
Chelsea Pier who were just working at a fish factory, and he just went insane. All right.
Well, if Soul Warrior continued, this would be like the arc of the character. Like this arrogance is like
It's gonna
finally like
Yeah.
like he loses that during the course of his
Mm-hmm.
journey.
and that's the sad thing, obviously, about Power Comics is that there's never payoff. It's all the one issue setup, and then it gets frozen in time, for all eternity, and I mean you never get to know what the intention was.
Right.
But
I know the potential for Soul Warrior. Issue 10, when like Albert Einstein goes in his head and he has to like do something
yeah.
boneheaded, scientific, or
Oh my God. When Donald Trump enters his mind.
Robert Kennedy or something. Yeah.
All right. This like weird.
This
This-
panel it's really one of my favorite panels in
This
Power
is the
Comic.
MC Escher of
history.
Power Comics. Right here. This is.
It is such a coke den.
But the perspective of whatever that is to the things that are on
Yeah.
the floor.
What
That
is
thing just
that?
flat. It just flattens everything out completely.
Mm-hmm.
Just you don't understand what this perspective is once you like eyes sort of like pass
I-
over that perfect square.
What
This
is
square,
it?
yeah, this square
Yeah.
is hurting him.
It's just
And
like
Yeah.
it's and it's and
everything.
it's eclipsing the other rectangle with a book on it. That's on
Yeah.
like it's a tatami mat maybe, but then what is that?
Well,
thing?
why is it
It's
tucked
so
under
good.
this? Is this like a well, or like a
No idea.
what is that? Like a secret
I
little?
love this
shoot?
room. I love the silhouetted plants.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect. It is so
Yeah.
good.
I
Yeah,
also
like-
love how everything's around the edges. You know, it just like
Yep.
traveled
Mhm.
around the edges, and then was like,
Except
I
for
gotta
the-
put something in the middle, and then
Yeah.
bullseye,
Yeah.
whatever that is.
Speaking of which, one of my landlords in Oakland had like 12
yeah.
cats, and she had a
This
like,
room.
children's kiddie pool filled with cat litter in the middle of her living room. So maybe, yeah, maybe that's what that is. Maybe
That is-
Soul Warrior's a bunch of cats.
That's hardcore.
Insane. Ugh.
Mhm.
Well, this is his inner sanctum. This is where he meditates, where I heal. This is where I meditate, where I heal. Love the shelves here, and then of course all of Power Comics' favorite news network, CNN, is on display here, talking about an NBA game. I love CNN being involved in this. CNN is actually in Mutandis too. Whenever we get a look at that, I love that.
Oh
as well.
boy.
Yeah. So this is where I plan my vengeance. So what does that mean? I plan my vengeance. He's got some weird shit here. This is where he plans his terrorist attacks. Is what he really means.
Yeah.
He's a fucking terrorist. So amazing.
Yeah, and that panel in particular, bottom right, which is like that
Yeah.
weird diagnostic body grid, but it's like
gingerbread
mis-
cookie man.
with like
Yeah.
the Mr. Bill silhouette.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what is that with the news on it? Oh,
I don't know. Yeah. Why does that have the news on it? Yeah. I don't know. It's like a tack board.
I
and it has,
think
like, the
I'm
news on it?
pretty sure that thing in the middle is the fire pit, right? With coals on it, like bottom
Oh.
left.
Oh yeah.
Is that what that is?
I think it's a big
mean, that's
trough of
psychotic.
chili.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chili drop.
It's a chili trough.
the chili bath.
It's a chili bath.
Mm.
Yeah. This is where he chili bathes. Okay. So here we go.
He is totally mentally ill. This guy.
Yes, he is. Oh my god. Okay, computer log.
Oh, yep.
Amazing.
so good.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh, he's got my rings. Computer log. Tonight I began my quest for justice. My father's enemies are now mine. They have felt the first blow in the war that will destroy them and all who would aid them. Okay. Love how Victor Bianco is caught up in this. Victor Bianco's vast techno-criminal empire will crumble into ruin before his eyes. Only then will I allow him to die. He will die knowing that it is for my father's sake. He has suffered so much. But tomorrow I seek the priests. Cool.
Again,
Right.
his keyboard that he's typing on is. Come on, just
Yeah.
what are we doing? What are we doing here? It's like a Fisher Price
Yeah.
soundboard or something.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like flipping down all the Guess Who,
Yeah.
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 faces.
It's Victor Bianco.
Yeah.
Bianco Unlimited, their little visual clue there.
Yeah.
Okay, I take a shower. Okay, thanks for telling us. I take a shower and then turn in. Sleep comes easily. For the first time in my life, I enjoy sleeping. God, this is Diary of a Madman. The dream voices no longer scare me. Okay. So yeah, this is schizophrenia. This is mental illness. Like
Yeah.
in his melted cheese bed here too. Like
His little
cheesecloth
face in
bed.
the middle of those
Yeah.
panels.
Yeah, I know.
Happy
That's
little
the best part.
Yeah.
sleeping face.
I know. It's
This is
amazing.
the best.
I know they are my friends. See, this is also disturbing to me too. God, his tits are insane here.
I know. Move those nipples over, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. As I go to sleep, my nipples slide upwards to the north. Samson the Valiant, who slew armies with the jawbone. Okay, this fucking line had me rolling
best.
earlier. Samson the Valiant, who slew armies with the jawbone of an ass. What the
Yeah.
fuck does that mean? Is that some biblical shit? I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably biblically
Okay.
accurate.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
That's the legend of Samson. Yeah.
Because you got
Doesn't
two
make
Jews
it
here
any
going
less
home.
funny.
Yeah.
I
Sa-
think that was in the Torah, Evan. Come
Oh,
on
okay.
now.
All right. Sorry. Samson the Valiant, who slew armies with the jawbone of an ass. Everyone in the comments is gonna be like, "Yeah, that's fucking Samson 420." Pure of heart and noble as a king. Genghis Khan. Oh, these are all the fucking schizophrenic voices in his mind. Oh, this is
Yeah.
the best. I know
Yeah.
we talked about
That's
it already.
the
but
best.
It's the best thing ever.
It's
Again,
worth mentioning again.
the most perfect Dreamweaver candidate thus far would be
Yeah.
Lance Valor climbing in this fucking head.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
God,
a great
crossover. We should do it. We should do it. We should do it. Yep. Kickstart that shit. Genghis Khan, his ruthless and barbarian ways, hide one of the most cunning and capable minds I've ever known. A good man to have in battle. What? He's like, yeah, this guy's he's a good guy.
Good though.
And then I love this. Dr. Devanrow, he taught Harry Houdini everything. He knew illusion, levitation, prestidigitation, and a master escape artist. Dr. D, hell yeah, shout out to Dr. D, David Schultz, is the most fun-loving spirit on the astral plane. So weird. I wish I would have known him when he's alive. Is this true? Is this a real person? It must be. Like the guy that trained Houdini. I didn't know that.
Why not use Houdini? Though? Why go
Yeah.
with his obscure teacher?
I agree.
Because it's more legit, maybe. I'm just kidding. And then Tianga, my father. He was the greatest voodoo hoongan his tribe had ever known. I am the instrument of his revenge. Together we will destroy those who took first his people, then his life. This is like a fucking mass shooter manifesto here, guys. I don't know if you guys are picking that
It
up.
sure is.
This is nuts, man.
The Turner Diaries here.
What's weird to me is like we only get a chance to see the first two spirits sort of enter
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
into the Soul Warrior.
You can
and I
yeah.
feel like they should do all four.
Well, you can see where like this is going to come in handy in future issues, right? Like
True.
I'm stuck in the in the
Right.
tube.
I'm
I can't.
drowning.
Yeah, I can't get out of the tube. And that,
Right.
Summon this dude to get him out. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
stuck in my chili tub.
Chili bath. Okay. Oh, then we're just slapped upside the head
hooray.
with
Come
fucking
on.
Carcass, and we've been teased with Carcass shit right for a while now.
Yeah.
Like,
A
Yes.
couple times.
I have trouble even talking about it because this comic looks so awesome.
It fucking rules, man.
did you happen to catch the Oh, maybe it's in Dreamkeep. Yeah, which I don't have. You have it, Gabe. But did you happen to catch the letter at the end when he talks about what the story of Carcass is?
No, I
At the
gotta
end of
read
this
it.
ixue,
Yeah.
I didn't read it all.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So we'll
I'm happy
definitely
we'll cover it.
we're gonna plug
Please.
Carcass. Yeah, because
Nice.
it's amazing. I love this. Like just like
Cheers.
awesome.
Ah,
It's fucking amazing.
Amazing.
This arm falling off, the crazy trench
Everything
coat.
is so perfect. Like just like the close-up portrait, the logo is fucking perfect.
This is a shirt, by the way.
Better.
This is a shirt.
Yeah.
This is a total shirt.
yeah. I mean, the first tease we got was just the logo, I think, and
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
Uh,
that's right.
Lance
Yeah.
or something, and then this is just it's too much. It's just
So
too
that's
much.
two, right? That's two
That's
different
two,
ideas,
yep.
right? So we got Ice
Yep.
Storm, R.I.P., Never to be Born, Aborted at Birth, and Carcass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as we know, maybe they were,
Yeah.
born and like stolen from the hospital or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, God, everything about it's just fucking amazing. So anyway, meanwhile, talk about children being hard to draw, as you were mentioning earlier. That is
Yes.
a crazy. Yeah, and I totally get it. I mean, kids are hard, babies are hard. This looks like a 7-year-old boy or something, like
Looks
in a
like,
walnut shell.
It's like a pea.
Just looks like an alien or something.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, can you hear that? All right. Son of my heart, I remember so clearly the day our village. This is the flashback to his dad. To our
right.
villagers, brought you to me. It was impossible to tell who was happier, you or I. Aw. In the years that followed, I watched as proudly as you grew to be a man. So now, Dad, he's getting older in the village. It's crazy. This guy is like living in a New York City, like penthouse, and came from some village. But okay. Right? Like
Whatever.
Our lives were so simple. Then you were content to help me run our orphanage, our nearest neighbor, Singapore. So there's out close to Singapore here. Always managed to keep us busy and our beds full. What does that mean? Oh, because there's kids? Okay. Weird way to put it. And then the dreams began. Okay, this is when you started going fucking ape shit here, son. Avenge my son. You have power beyond imagining. You must rid the world of evil. That I have unleashed. So don't fully understand the backstory, but we can intuit, right?
Yeah, he's got he's got daddy issues. That's all you got.
Yeah, totally. Great power
I figure
profile
it'll
here.
all makes sense later. Like there'll be reveals later in later issues.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Oh. This is some
this
classic.
is awesome.
This is kind of giving me some Dreamkeep vibes a little bit too, with this layer here.
Mhm.
So then I fear for you, young lion. I know that you too must, but I fear that you did not yet have the wisdom to temper your courage. Meanwhile, far beneath the eternal hustle and bustle of the Big Apple, of course, this is happening underneath New York City. Dark creature kneels before an obsidian throne, and then ostensibly, this is the creature that was overlooking the battle from the beginning of the issue, right? And he's basically bringing the news that we've found this dude, and and then he's like, bring him to me, and then adorns him the name Wretch. How may I serve you, master? And then he opens a portal for Wretch here and tells him to get the fuck in there and bring Soul Warrior to me. So now these are the priests. So
Yes.
cool.
Right.
I'm in. It's great,
Yeah.
right?
This is
I'm
great.
down.
The only
Yeah.
thing is, I actually preferred Wretch's previous design.
Yeah. His
Yeah, I was
previous
gonna say
design.
he looks a little different.
Yeah, he
He
certainly
look
does.
as menacing.
He looks
I mean,
different
maybe-
here than he does here.
It
Oh, it's
kinda
not
looks
just
like-
his minion. Maybe is that a Wretch minion, or is that? I mean, it can't be the same.
he transmogrifies him.
Yeah, he
Like,
does. He does.
Oh,
He-
okay, gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
he
gives him,
takes-
like a new.
Yeah.
He like blesses him and he gets like a new
Yeah.
upgrade, but
Yeah.
it's not as good.
It's not as
Yeah.
good.
But the previous one did look a lot like the Ghostbusters demon dogs.
Totally.
Totally. Yep,
That's
yep.
exactly what he was drawing,
Yeah.
probably from like a Fangoria or something. Wow.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. So, all right. Oh God, back
Anyway.
to the fucking
The best.
back to this. Meanwhile,
What? Is that shape
what shape?
In the corner there. I know.
just on the right hand side?
Yeah.
Is that a
What
tree?
are we looking at? What is
This?
it? No.
Or this?
No.
Yes, that.
That's a
thing.
tree. That is a tree.
Oh,
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
It looks like it could be some kind of like cocoon or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like,
It's like about to hatch. It's his chili
yeah.
patch. Okay.
His Oriental maid is gestating in a big cocoon.
Oh my God. Meanwhile, so we're definitely on for tomorrow, Kelly, Kelli. Wonderful.
Perfect.
No, I want it to be a surprise. Wear something casual. See you then, babe. Xiao. Xiao. Was that the woman that I have heard you speak to so reverently of, Jin? Yes, Choi. I've never been affected by a woman this way before. Yeah, because you're a fucking psycho who. Yeah. What if I'm embarrassing her or myself? I'd rather die. Yeah, total insane person. And where is the confidence I saw in you last night, young lion? When it comes to Kelli Lynette, there's no such thing as confidence. What does that mean? Choi, she hobnobs with kings and superstars. I'm just your garden variety playboy.
And look at that monster, Kelly.
Yeah.
She's
Hubba.
Yeah, hubba. Yeah. Oh my
Love
God.
so
Holy,
good, man.
these boobs too. Great.
I love it.
It's great. It's amazing. I love it. This is amazing. This is an amazing
Oh,
spread.
God.
All right, my boy. He's like, my boy, your value is inside you. If Miss Lynette is not wise enough to see this, then she is unworthy of your affections and is a terrible human. No. Thanks, old duffer. Oh, so weird as he like
Again.
crunches his
What is that?
chrome hand.
Is that hand? It's so weird.
His
Why
burnt
is that a hand?
Yeah.
Oh,
His jerk chicken hand.
This
he's
actually
got-
inspires me though, like with like making comics. Just I don't think that they're doing it purposefully here, but just like all of a sudden have a hand be like silver or something.
yeah, give it some weird texture.
It's just like
yeah.
that's
Bring it
just
up
like
and like
it's
yeah.
just like it, but
He
it's
just
great,
has-
like non sequitur stuff. you know?
Yeah.
Every
Clues.
each page, one thing is made out of like obsidian, like
Yeah.
that tree, his robe at one point, his hand. Everything is just
Yeah.
this like glassy black material.
Maybe everything he touches
Crazy.
with his obsidian hand turns to obsidian.
Oh,
The parallel there, you know. All right, so the Battery, nice place to go if you're looking for trouble. That's that tone that I fucking hate. And then I am Crash.
yeah.
And this is crazy because this threw
Oh
me
my
for a
God.
loop when I first looked
Yeah.
at it. So I was like, whoa, there's like an army of soul warriors. You know, like I was
No.
like, no. And then I had to notice that the separator there.
Yep.
But
Good call.
Yep. The gentleman on the ground is Snitch Conroy. Snitch Conroy. Anything illegal going on in this town? Snitch knows why. Okay, Snitch, I'm going to ask you one more time. Irk. And then this is great here. Bonk. I start getting violent. Now tell me what you know about the priests. And then clang. You wouldn't, if I don't get some answers, you wouldn't be too eager to find them if you knew what they was. Okay, thanks, Snitch.
Man,
Crazy. He's just beating up random people for information about the priests. I don't even know how he knows about the priests. But
Right.
okay. And then this is great. Say, little white man. Calling Soul Warrior little white man. Why you busting his chops for... Let's see. What are you busting his chops for? Why don't you try busting some of this? Hey, didn't you notice I'm wearing a costume? It makes a statement. It says, "Don't mess with me," and then
Oh,
yeah,
great panel.
I know, the best. Wolf. It never ceases to amaze me how every loser with a pair of bulging biceps thinks the whole world just quakes with fear. That's weird. Super weird. And this kick is amazing.
Great kick.
Like right in the hip. Weird place to kick. Every time they walk by. So weird. But here we are in the throes of it. God, the art in this is
Yeah.
great.
What is going on in that last panel? What on the right there? What?
He's
I
just
can't
punching him off screen and it says like Dow.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
so weird.
It's very weird. Yeah. I love it though, guys.
It's the best.
Yeah, it really is. And then
And isn't Soul Warrior like East Asian? Wasn't he like from Indonesia or just his dad's tribe?
I don't know. I
don't
can't
know.
decipher properly in the art, but it looks like a white guy with a mullet to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he calls him a white man. So,
Yeah, I know he calls him one, but
but that's how we have to that's how we know now for sure is with this scene. Maybe they're like, make sure they know he's a white man.
seriously.
Oh my god. Okay. So this is amazing too. This like clobber fest here. This dude is dangerous and he's crazy. See, he is crazy. Yes. And I love this drawing of this guy here too. Don't want to mess with anyone who goes looking for the priests. Damn. And then this guy's running away, but then Humph Chalk. He gets hit with something. That's it, Snitch. I'm out of patience. Either you tell me where to find the priests or I'll hurt you badly. In places that won't heal. Ugh.
Yikes.
Gross.
Yikes.
And then, of course, again, top secret, Cyber Knights. Can't know much about it. Fucking awesome power font there.
Great. Great. Give me some Cyber Knights, man.
I know. What are the Cyber
Every
Knights?
single one of these.
I know. So that's 3 now. That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then awesome spread here. Don't bother, little human. You seek the priests? Well, little fleshling to your eternal sorrow. The priests are seeking you. And then, yeah, so he's morphed into something crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome. This is a great.
Really
Next
dig
Soul
that.
Survivor?
I got the
Next Soul Survivor.
name of the next issue.
Yeah. Awesome, right?
So
Yeah.
good.
It's great. Ending on
Yeah,
a big splash.
I just love that drawing in particular is like, yeah, and it's just got like that metalhead
Mm-hmm.
drawn in the notebook
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
vibe there with
Yeah.
all that cross hatching and stuff. And yeah, it's just got a really, really nice
Right.
vibe there.
So great. Everything in this looks awesome. Yeah. Giant 10-foot sword, and yeah, it's awesome. It's great.
And
And then 2 more.
Oh,
The Domination Factor.
stop it.
come on.
God.
That is like
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Jesus.
I know.
It's fucking amazing.
It's fucking insane, these people. And then the magic begins again, which he always
This-
tacks into there.
Yep.
Always got to tack
Great.
that in there.
Great.
And then number 5, Merlin and the Modern Knights is another property of another intellectual property we will never see from.
So the magic begins again. That's a coupled ad with the Merlin.
I think
and the-
so. I think it's just kind of their
Modern
catchphrase
Knights.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's 5 different properties that have been teased in this that did not see the light of day. That is
Unbelievable.
absolutely insane. And then wrapping it up here with the Soul Confession. Love the name. Soul Confession.
It's good.
So good.
This is great. Let me read this because this actually gets into these other comics that we'll never see. Okay, so greetings, homeworlders. Let me start by thanking you for trying Modern Knight Comics. Modern Knight came into reality earlier this year when I decided to write a book or 2. The next thing I knew, I had a monster on my hands. We have a lot of things in store for the Modern Knight reader. Oh, do you ever? With these first 2 books, Soul Warrior and Lava Knight. So those are the first 2.
Wow.
So that's kind of weird that Soul Warrior and Lava Knight.
what's
Okay.
insane about that is that they're not mentioning Dreamkeeper,
Oh, they do.
Jazzor.
They do.
do.
But
They do.
but I mean, in both with ads in here,
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Well,
you know what I mean?
they do.
Oh,
yeah.
all right,
There
all
it
right,
is.
all right, all right. So 6.
Shut
So
up.
that's 6.
Shut up. We have started what we feel to be the biggest storyline that any comic book company has ever attempted. In the coming months,
Wow.
you will meet many other new characters, like the Carcass. Okay? This guy is quite possibly the scariest character ever put on paper. Not only is he able to smell evil and absorb it, he uses that person's evil to destroy them. And if that wasn't enough, add the fact that this guy is a walking corpse and there is no known way to destroy him. He is a true nightmare.
Yeah.
He smells evil. The most
He's-
power comic ability ever.
Yeah.
Sniffing evil.
Sniffing evil. So Carcass, amazing.
Do you think evil has like different smell flavors, or is
Yes.
it just like one? Yeah, okay, like a
Yeah.
flower.
Yeah, like J.
Like
Crew
different
has a
flowers.
particular.
Like an egg fart.
Yeah. Get out. This comic is all over me. I'm starting to get it
damn.
all over this comic. All right, you people, here we go. You people in Houston, Texas, start looking for your own resident hero coming in December. His name is Ice Storm, and he has his hands full watching out for the folks in the great state of Texas. Not to be outdone, of course, we got Las Vegas. We'll be pleased to hear that now they have a superhero moving in town in November. It seems that Daznor, the Peacekeeper, is rather fond of the bright lights of Las Vegas with his diamond sword of serenity. He is sure to turn some heads or remove them. All fucking psychotic murderers that he draws. We will be traveling outside of our universe to the planet Gwentara, where righteous companions are trying to keep law and order. In Dreamkeep, we follow the exploits of Eric Diamond and Rasheen. So it's all here, guys. And then there's another one. And another one. Are you guys just silent, just listening? Are you there?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Okay, you haven't fallen asleep?
we're wrapped.
Okay. You're wrapped. While 2 universes over, we find Warax on the planet Loftio. This is a total swamp world that makes our Everglades look like a day at the beach, but Warax seems to like his new home after being displaced there from Earth. Don't know what that's about. And then coming sometime next spring, we have planned the release of Merlin and the Modern Knights. Someone decided that it was time for the return of chivalry, and modern times requires a whole new breed and maybe a few of the old breed. So now we're going to Miami, Florida, where we will learn. This is another one. We will learn that they have. What's that?
That's just a weird, like,
Place?
landing spot for Merlin and the Modern Knights.
This is a different one.
Oh, sorry.
Merlin in Miami. Oh, Merlin in
That's-
Miami is a power comic that you should
No,
maybe
Yeah, for
I
real.
want to
consider.
see that.
Yeah. Merlin in Miami is great. Miami, Florida will learn what they have. We'll learn that they have a couple of non-humans living in their midst as we find out what the fire and the fury are and just how they have come to living among us humans. And then finally, Jesus Christ, there's a top secret project that only 4 members of the staff here at Modern Night know about. This is amazing. So keep a sharp eye out for Cyber Knights. That's all I can tell you, and still remain among the living. That's
My
so
God.
weird. So weird. It's top secret
No.
to his staff. What?
Aaron,
yeah.
I hope he saved the scripts for these because
He's got to have some stuff.
We got to get
Right.
Aaron on the fucking show. That's for sure.
I would just
and-
love to just read the scripts for the first issues of all these. If we can't read the actual comics,
Yeah,
Hmm.
let's just read what he had written. Like, I just want to know what these stories are.
me too. Yeah,
So
it's
we
still
have,
top secret.
We have 5 ads and hinting at another like
2
3
more.
different issues.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
No, there's like
There's actually 3.
at least 2 more.
And
Yeah.
then here it says another factor that there's one factor that ties all these books together, and that is justice. The only thing I can tell you about justice is that he is everywhere and he is out to make his presence known. He will appear in every book at some time or another. What we are
Oh my
building up
God.
to, I won't say except that it will be the biggest thing that has ever been done in a comic book. You will learn a lot
Wow.
more about justice when the Earthmen
Whoa.
is released this coming spring. That is just a few of the titles that will be out soon. We have a bunch more I don't have room to tell you about. No shit. Jesus Christ. So then he says, besides all that, I won't have to ramble on like we were printing your letters here instead. Make sure you have your copies of Dreamkeep and Daznor ordered for next month. Don't worry. We got them. Till then, farewell. And then Aaron Cantwell. And then, of course, he gives us Lava Knight. Lava Knight, which did make print. We don't have it. Someone has it. Call us up. And then fucking Dreamkeep, kind of a totally different
Yeah.
interpretation. Because remember in the beginning of Dreamkeep, he was saying like how he had artists doing it and then they bailed and someone else did.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this actually must be what it was supposed to look like, which is
Total power
wow.
Awesome.
power page. Look at that.
With pony
Looks great.
like pony faces and
And
yeah.
cum covered fonts on the bottom there.
I gotta say, I'm really sad that Lava Knight is the only other thing available because that one
The least
seems like
interesting.
the least intriguing. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It looks, it's so
Yeah.
stinky.
Turdy. Yeah. But this is amazing. This is fucking great. Yeah.
I'm sad that we aren't seeing a Dreamkeep that looks like that.
I know.
Right?
A
I
whole
know.
comic that looks like that.
So there you have it, guys. We went
Wowee.
over an hour on Soul Warrior. I think you know, where does it rank for you guys in the power sphere?
It doesn't crack the top 5 for me. But
Well, yeah,
it
okay.
could be a top 10,
Top 10,
top 20.
top 20. I think it definitely a top 20 for me.
You know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah. We have to
I mean, I love,
do that list.
I
at some
love all my power babies all the same.
point.
I mean, it's amazing. I can't. Yeah, I love it. It's not as. I don't know. I don't even want to say anything bad about it. It's great. It's another home run from Modern Knights, man.
Totally. I think
Really
it's
is.
just I think it's amazing. The art is incredible. The concept, you know, keeps up with the rest of the Modern Knights as being just like, you know, story first over there at Modern Knights, which I really
Mhm.
appreciate. They have just some really cool wild, weird concepts that I think seem to really work. God, yeah, some weird boobs, both weird male and female boobs. Weird chili troughs in the center of room, centerpiece chili troughs.
Doesn't Dazzler have some weird man boob action going on?
Yeah,
too?
it does.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Yeah, maybe that's just like
Part of the modern night.
yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
Off the bat.
Yeah, it's part of the modern night. Just house style.
part of his modern night creative direction is make sure to separate the nipples as far to the edge as you possibly can. Wait, where's my? Oh yeah, this shot is just out of control.
On, baby.
Yeah, I know.
I could just see like Aaron, giving his notes to the artist. You got to move the nipples more centered, and
yeah.
redo that.
Yeah, there's they're like two magnets that can't meet at the point. Yeah, amazing. Love that nip
So
spread.
good.
Fucking
So
awesome nip spread. Yeah, these are fantastic. These are great.
Yeah.
Go out of your way to get Daznor and to get Soul Warrior. They're just two of the best. What I want to mention before we get the fuck out of here is I want to mention. Let me bring it back down here, guys. 6-pack. I think this is going to be a fun live one. This is drawn by a Magic the Gathering artist. For all you nerd alerts out there, but this is probably, I'm guessing, well before he drew anything for Magic. But it's a fucking fun adolescent homegrown superhero faction. One of those things where they introduce 87 different superheroes in one comic, and it's amazing. I was able to excavate this from a Koch Comics dollar bin. And very excited about it, guys. So this Wednesday, at 8 p.m. right Eastern, we're doing this thing. May 19th, 8 p.m. here on the YouTube channel. We're going live to unpack 6-pack. So to unpack 6-pack. So that's what we're doing.
Let's do it.
Anything else, guys, or should we go? Should we go to bed? You want to tuck me in? I'm out of here.
Let's get out of here. I got a shit.
Okay. All right. See you later, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yeah.